Alright guys, welcome back to Ralph's house. We took some colors that we just had left on our palette. We just threw it on this canvas. See if we can make this do what we want to do. We want to make this look like a country road winding through here with some tremendously strong lights that are coming across like it's late in the evening, the way it's going to be flashing across here. Which will put these trees in the dark, these trees will be in the light. And if we can just make those lights and darks really jump off this canvas, that's what we want to try to do. First we're going to do is get our sky, the background. I always start with the background. So I'm going to grab some of this white, pull it to the middle, and just a touch of this red here, burnt sienna. Just mix those two together. And what that's going to give me, am I in the right place for you?
Mm-hmm. You're good.
Okay, what that's going to give me is a color now that we can go do the sky color. Yeah, so that's a little more than all that bright we got in there. But I want that bright to kind of come through a little bit. Cut down into where the trees are going to be. We're not worried about that. So we're just trying to get some color in here. Also that sky color coming, that's that ground, but it's going to be bright. That ground. I want that, of course, coming across that ground over there. Now we have a lot of leaves up in here, so a lot of sky's not going to show, but I want that light so I can put dark leaves on top of it. So don't be afraid to paint down into your trees. You want some of that light to show through where it's on the other side of that tree where it might be hitting on another one. So we're just going to get this light all over the place. Just get it in there. Blend a little bit there. Now let's kind of just fan it with our brush and smooth these strokes out a little bit. So what I'm doing there, I think we got our sky pretty well covered for a sky there, what we want to do. Grab a little bit more white, mix it to this, and grab some more water. Kind of thin it out just a little bit. We know that strong light's coming from this side over here. Use that water to kind of thin out my strokes a little bit. If the grass grows flat or up, and the trees are growing up, and the load lays flat, you do your sky, kind of do it at a 45-degree angle. See how the strokes, and then mix it in. It separates it from the ground and the trees and everything else, but it's not just going straight up and down. See, the whole idea is tricking the eye. Just get color into there. I'm gonna grab a little bit of that yellow and cut into that. This is a bright evening. Let's make a little canary yellow color in here. That sun's getting over on this side. Oh, a sunshine color in there. It's going to be hitting over on this side a little bit. So this is where the sun's going to end up. We know it's just going to be coming from over there somewhere. Just thin that out a little bit. You have a little bit more white put in there. Again, it's atmosphere. You don't want strokes strong enough to grab, you just want it to be there. We're going to lay all these trees and all this, that stroke, that sunlight's hitting on that ground right behind that tree. Backside, going right by that tree over there. It's going right across that grass. And right beside those trees, you got a strong light. Something just cast that across there. All that is something to paint into. Kind of develop our roads won't be a little bit. The edges of the road, see. Middle of the road, not the tracks. So we're going to paint those tracks over and over, and where this side of the road is going to be. We can throw some leaves on there and all sorts of different things. So let's see if we can paint over the sky color kind of effect we have here. We're going to start with the trees that are farthest back in here. And again, we're wanting it pretty dark, so we're going to grab, let me get some of this white out of my brush. I'm still massing in big areas, so I'm still using a big brush. Ultramarine blue, let's pull that down into the picture here. Let's grab some of this sienna, mix in with it. It's going to give me a good dark color. Still a little blue, grab more of that sienna, put in there. Gives me a good dark color, and I'm going to grab some of this green right here, just sap green, mix in with that. just give me a tremendously dark green right there. How dark that is. And we're just going to kind of cut that in here. That's where that road's going to be going down into there, see? Boy, it looks awful dark. It always does. That's a good for our coming up the road, for the tracks in the road, where they're going to be. Lay them out there a little bit. Where it kind of runs together, coming on up here. Just establishing some of the things we want it to be. Just again, you'll see we paint colors into colors. And we had all that good light color in there. Just that dark green on top of that light we just put in there. Cast that across there. That's what we go, all the going back roads are going back down into there. Now, that's one thing you will find. I'm not afraid to put different darks and lights. And this is that tree that we had in here, see? Now this side of the tree is going to be darker because it's over here in the dark. And you'll have the light hitting on some of them branches on those edges as the farther up it goes. But you're not going to have a lot of leaves down here because this is the trunks of the tree. Kind of going right beside the edge of the road. Pull those strokes around a little bit. Make it look more like a tree coming up there, see? Roll that on out there. We're going to have leaves out here on these branches. Ooh, I almost got water. Let's go back in here. Guys, I've actually broke brushes on canvases before. I paint. I love to paint, and I'm not afraid to go after it or attack it. That's part of the fun. See, that strong light's going to be casting shadows across these roads, off these trees. And this will come on across this road. This one's, you can't have light without dark. We'll have those where the shadows are in there. We want some more coming up in here. We're just trying to build us a forest here. Quick and down in the lower part where the sun can't get through, down here by the ground is darker. Here's the top, where the leaves are going to be. Just get some leaf kind of colors or shapes in here with just by pushing your brush different. Sometimes we make them scream. Oh, what in the world? Where's it going? Where do you pull that? We don't know. We're just having fun. I tell you what, we're getting there a little bit, coming along. It's like, my gosh, what is it? I don't know myself. We'll find out what happens. Yeah, okay.